The Giants finally snapped after blowing another late lead and giving up 237 rushing yards to Detroit. Shane Bowen is out, and Charlie Bullen is stepping into the biggest role of his career. This move wasn't just about one loss, obviously. It's about 5 blown double-digit leads, a league worst run defense, and a unit that's completely just unraveled. So the question tonight is Bullen the spark this team needs, or is this just rearrange the deck chairs on a sinking ship?
That might be it. Hey,
Yeah.
go out playing the violin.
It's
Play the band.
I think that's where he's at there. I think there's definitely a violin singing a song at that point for him, while everybody else is in tuxedos and men are dressing as women trying to get on the boats to get off the ship.
Please, I'll have a child.
Listen, guys, we've been asking for this for how long now? Shane Bowen to be gone. I feel like this is something we've been asking for weeks and weeks and weeks, and
Very, very long time.
yeah, it's about time. It's about time. And listen, again, the Giants have lost 5 games this season, like we said, double-digit leads at one point, and lost 5 of them. Sunday was
the most points in a quarter.
Yeah, in NFL history after blanking the team for the first 3 quarters. Sunday marked the third straight week, and the 4th time this season the Giants failed to hold on to a 4th quarter lead. They are 30th in points allowed per game, 27.8. 30th. This is supposed to be a top 5, top 10 defense. Their last
coming in the 4th quarter
rushing attempt in the NFL at 5.9 yards per rush. Again, they got 237 rushing yards on Sunday. They've given up over 200 rushing yards 3 times this season. Insane, guys. Insane. Yeah. I don't know why it took this long. I really don't. So, listen, we've been harping the whole time on why we don't like Bowen, why we want Bowen gone. I don't think we need to harp on that anymore. I think at this point, it's let's learn about Charlie Bullen.
I think so.
Because he's been on the coaching staff, but let's be honest. If you ask most fans if they know much about the outside linebackers coach for their team, they're going to tell you, yeah, no, I don't. Not exactly a prominent role. So
might be the only guy that wants the job or was willing to take the job.
Well, I think I know why he got the job or jobs. We'll get into that in a moment here. But listen, is the outside linebackers coach for the New York Giants the last 2 years. He was the outside linebackers coach / pass rush coordinator at the University of Illinois in 23. Outside linebackers coach for the Cardinals from 2020 to 2022. Assistant linebackers coach in 19 in Carolina. With Miami prior to that. Remember that. So he was assistant linebackers coach 16 to 18. Assistant defensive line coach 13 to 15. He was the defensive assistant, just defensive assistant, though no specific position, in 2012. He was a graduate assistant from 2007 to 2011 at the University of Iowa. You notice what is not on his resume, Rob?
Oh, DC job?
It's a defensive coordinator position.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that you and I were texting each other like, yeah.
So
this is the guy. We literally have a guy in Marquand Manuel who is the defensive backs coach, who was a former defensive coordinator for the Falcons. Granted, he was the defensive coordinator when they gave up the biggest second half lead in Super Bowl history, but still, he was.
You probably want that guy here.
I'm saying he's still another option. He was a defensive coordinator in the NFL. He knows how to do the job. You have
not for nothing. He also made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you have Andre Patterson, who also was a co-defensive coordinator for the Vikings a few years ago. Both of them have experience calling plays on defense. Both of them have experience being defensive coordinators. Both of them have a wealth of NFL experience. Instead, we give it to a guy who has spent a couple of years as an outside linebacker coach. I was absolutely confused by this move at first.
I was very flabbergasted when we were talking about that. I'm like, oh,
I
it's just
think,
this guy.
yeah, that's the perfect word. Flabbergasted with a capital on the flabber. Now, Josina Anderson put out a couple tweets when this broke, and I think she brought to light a lot of what is really going on here. So again, we're on X when we're getting these, so you got to get the shortened version. Is what she gives. She says more context. Giants coach is being informed that outside linebacker coach Charlie Bullen has been named interim interim defensive coordinator. She put head coach, but she meant that. This will be the first time Bullen has had a defensive coordinator added to any of his titles. Giants secondary coach / pass game coordinator Marquand Manuel and defensive line coach Andre Patterson have both been defensive coordinators before and have called defenses. Then she says in another post, in addition to Charlie Bullen's resume, which one can review for yourselves, some league sources are also shedding light on their perceived relationship between outside linebacker coach Charlie Bullen and Giants GM Joe Schoen. Said one league source just now, Charlie and Joe are friends. If you line up Shane Bowen's resume with Bullen's resume, you will see an overlap during Schoen's days in the Miami Dolphins scouting department and as their director of player personnel. So,
Was
listen,
he just the guy just throwing around Shane Bowen?
I don't want to say that this is the reason he got the job. I don't want to go to that extreme. But it seems like there's the potential for that. It really does. Because you have two guys who've done the job before. And you're hiring a guy who's never done the job before at any level. Not like, at least if you get it in college, if it's okay, he's done it in college before. He's done this before. He knows some of what he's doing. He's never done the job before.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
That's beyond bold. That's stupid. You literally have we've been preaching on the show, and I stand by it, saying we need to get rid of Shane Bowen so we can get a competent DC in here, and then we can actually evaluate the players on defense. So instead, you have a guy who's going to learn on the job, which is okay in week 1, week 2, week 3. I mean, remember, like, I always give the example of Spagnuolo when he first came here, 2007, obviously your Super Bowl winning year. He was a crud defensive coordinator the first couple of weeks. Like, the defense looked horrendous. We were getting just our butts whooped up and down the field, but he settled into the job. There's no time for this Bullen guy to go ahead and settle into the job. By the time he's done settling, the season's over.
Yeah, it's just do it all over again next year.
Yeah, just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I think this is another example of just absolute mismanagement of an NFL roster. Because you have two guys who are competent enough to do the job. And you hire somebody who's never done it before. And there's the look of you potentially giving the job because he's your buddy.
Yeah, but it's also like, why would the Giants promote that guy if they didn't see something?
Because he was buddies with Shane. That's at this point here. It only thing that makes any sense. Like, I don't want to say that's what's going on because we have no proof that's what's going on. But it's the only thing that makes sense when you have two people who are competent in the NFL with experience in the position. That's where I'm at. So, yeah. I'm open to hearing other suggestions onto why. Like, I know, Anthony says they might have not wanted the position. That's true. Very true.
That's what I said before, but I'm saying, why would the Giants promote a guy that's followed around Shane's buddy? Why does he get the first shot? Probably because no one else wants that job. No one wants third. Shane Bowen's buddy? You're gonna
No, Joe Schoen's buddy. Saying.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Marquand Manuel did not have any ties to Shane Bowen before coming here, to the best of my knowledge. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but like he was with the Falcons during Shane Bowen's time with Tennessee, so they probably knew each other because he saw each other a couple times a year. But I doubt they had that kind of buddy relationship. Andre Patterson was retained from Wingstaff, so like I said, the connections aren't really there. Where you go, okay, maybe they don't want to take it because of that. I don't know. Again, we don't know. We're a fly in the wall here. It's just, to me, it's a bad look because if I'm the Giants, I'm going to say the right things publicly. Same as at the end of the game, Kafka was getting ripped for saying he still has confidence in Shane Bowen. What's he supposed to say? He's a schmuck and I want him gone? Like, what is he like?
Listen, you don't sit there post game like, yeah, I hope he gets fired tonight or tomorrow. Like, this NFL is respectful. You know what? You don't want to sit there and announce that the guy lost his job.
Could you imagine?
Like, how did Shane Bowen learn he lost his job? Oh, Kafka just said he's going to fire his ass tomorrow.
Can you imagine they're like, Mike Kafka, do you still have confidence in Shane Bowen? Oh, F no. I'm going to fire that guy tomorrow. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Shh.
Our secret, guys.
Oh, like that's going to happen. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, what else are people expecting? And it's the same thing with this. Like, the Giants are going to come out and say, well, we wanted Marquand Manuel to be the DC, but he turned it down. But if they were smart, they'd let it leak what they will at that point, because if letting it leak kind of saves them a little face from this whole potential Joe Schoen buddy kind of thing. Because it's the only thing that I've been given that makes any sense to why you'd hire this guy.
Yeah.
Like, can you really say the outside linebacker group has been overachieving the last 2 years? I mean, this year, yeah. Okay, Brian Burns, 100% overachieving, having his career best year. I'll give him that 100%. Are you saying that Kayvon's looked great this year? No.
No.
Has Abdul Carter been the player that people thought he was going to be? No.
No, it's not like he developed into a machine.
Yeah, like I believe the Meatloaf song is 2 out of 3 ain't bad, not 1 out of 3.
Yeah, got one more to go there, bud.
Yeah, so I don't see it. I don't see it, and I do think this is the last firing, by the way, guys, to the end of the year. So I see Ronnie asking the question about GM. Joe Schoen's not going anywhere. Only reason Joe Schoen goes anywhere, I think, is if they have to go ahead and get rid of him to get the coach they want. The coach, I'm not going to work with this guy as a schmuck, then yeah. So, all right, let's go through the comments real quick before we get into our next topic here. So, Fitty says, you two guys should get way more thumbs up. I agree, which is a nice time to suggest people hit the thumbs up button maybe for us. Not the worst suggestion in the world, just saying. Oh, my. Let's see. Deb says, hey, kids. Hey, Deb.
Hi, Deb.
Anthony says, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Oh.
Shake it.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Oh, my gosh. He says, breaking out the bourbon tonight. Cheers to Bowen. Listen, I hate to, celebrate, too, somebody who's gotten fired and lost their job, but it's so past due, it's not even funny. It's ridiculously past due. It's like I wanted to be somewhat measured with Daboll because I felt bad. He's a human. I try to look at the human aspect of it. I have no shame when it comes to Shane Bowen. Yeah.
No shame.
Yeah.
No shame or no shame?
No shame for shame. Jay says, is this repeated or these guys never changed their clothes? No, we just wear the same clothes.
Yeah, come on, man. How many work clothes do you have?
Seriously. This is clearly my work clothes.
Yes, clearly.
Anthony says, no Harvest K shirt today, Jay. Huh? Harvest K shirt? I don't know. I don't get it. Mac the Giants fan, what's up, man? He says, what's up, goofball?
What up?
Celebrate. We're going to celebrate. Celebrate with
Show me what you got.
Jay says, "Isn't that your profile pic, AC?" Mac is back. Mac says that this move was long overdue. Yes, it was. Like, it's been due since about week 3.
Probably last season, but yes,
Yeah.
week 3.
Jay says it's not like these guys are going to be able to tackle next week or it's going to turn the season around. It depends. I mean, might not pay as much prevent, might actually blitz for once, might do some of the things that we need to do. You know, and it says, or maybe they will. You don't think this defense gave up playing for him?
That's a strong possibility.
Yeah, I mean, I gave up hoping for them to play well. Jason, I don't think they give up. It's just too little, too late. No, the problem is they just don't. They play again. They play to not lose. They don't play to win. That's the problem.
Yeah, prevent is prevented nothing.
Yeah. And Jason, and I just know we're gonna beat the Raiders and or the Redskins, pick up 7th. Yeah, listen, we're gonna pick like 7th. I've told you guys, don't get too excited about this pick 2. Like, that's gonna change. That's 100% gonna change. Anthony says, I agree with the Raiders, but I don't know about Washington. Watch us beat both. He said, gave it to him, guys, or was he the only one willing to try it? I don't know. Jay, I had to talk to Tiki. I did not talk to Tiki. Sheesh. I've talked to him a couple times and he knows who I am. It's not like I sit there and like have his phone number. I have other phone numbers, but I don't have his phone number. Anthony says, Jay, my left ass cheek call a better defense than Bowen did, damn straight. Jay says, Shane, cheesy as F. Yep. He says, I think they want to keep Kafka and spend a lot on a DC. I don't know about that. I think he's not out of the running, and I think you'll see him get a interview. But I really think that part of why you give him an interview, and I hate to say this, but he got the Rooney rule. You have him in the building already. He does happen to fit that bill, being Hispanic. If you go ahead and get him, you don't have to bring anybody else into the building at that point that you don't want to, just to fulfill the Rooney rule, which is how you got in trouble last time.
Yeah, especially everyone out there talking about bringing Flores in.
Yeah, just don't have Bill Belichick give anybody congratulatory text this time. That's all I ask. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Anthony says, I agree, Jay. Jason's Brock Purdy looks drunk out there. Anthony says, Drew, I don't think at this point in the season we would have seen anything in the terms of change. I think they fire Bowen because they have no option. They fire Bowen because they're hoping it's going to excite the fan base and make us care about the rest of the year. Let's be honest. It's like an appeasement move way too late. That's what it is.
It is. I mean, we even talked about it too. It's you don't get rid of Bowen. It's just slap the face off the fans. At least at this point, they're showing. At least they're somewhat listening to us.
Oh, I
already more plays.
Slap in the face multiple times.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, like Jason, they need to fire Bowen to win meaningless games. Oh my god. Let's see. And we said that with Anthony already. B. Solis is a great AC. I think they fired him to appease the fans. That's 100% what they did. Jay says, we are the first team in the NFL to be eliminated from the playoffs. Embarrassing. Yeah. And listen, I couldn't care that we're the first team to get eliminated from the playoffs. I don't care about that part of it. I'm just tired of the fact that we keep getting eliminated at the playoffs. Not even December yet. We have nothing to play for.
I was about to say, it's the fact of fashion how it happened. Like, they gave us a no hope for the playoffs. So saying that we got eliminated already, it's just okay. They think we go 2 more weeks, we're actually going to get into the playoffs.
Sometimes you have to take the good and take the bad and take the rest, and then you have the facts of life. The facts of life. Ronnie says, Bowen, young.
Yo.
And they're talking about new coaches and all. Anthony says, guys, I have a question. Have you seen it come across an interim head coach decided to move on from a coach? Do you think this hints at Kafka staying as head coach? Listen, it happens. It does happen. Now, usually it happens at the time of the new coach coming in. Usually it's not usually, weeks later. But I think that he was probably told he's on thin ice from the get-go. So, let's see here. Jay says, well, if Rob gets fired as number 1 vacuum salesperson, the The company only does that if they have someone better to replace him with. First off, there's no one better at selling vacuums than Rob. Let's be very clear on this.
Oh,
He is the best. He is the best.
Thanks for watching. Like the show? Of course you do, or you would have turned it off by now and not be hearing me. There are plenty of ways to support the show. YouTube is the best place to join us, and we offer memberships there with fun benefits like custom emojis and early access to video clips. Of course, there you can also send super chats and stickers to send one-time support payments. The best way to support the show is to buy these drunk idiots beers at buymeacoffee.com/2giantgoofballs. Along with one-time support payments, there are also monthly plans, so you can continue to help kill their livers each month. You can also show people that you are a goofball by visiting our store at 2giantgoofballs-shop.fourthwall.com. We got everything from shirts, hats, phone cases, funny candles, buttons, stickers, and even a 2 Giant Goofballs towel to dry off your goofballs. Of course, you can always support the show for free by simply hitting the like, subscribe, and share button wherever you are watching or listening to this. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps the show tremendously, and quite frankly, the goofballs suck at marketing and need your help to get the word out. Thank you for being part of the Goofball Army and for taking the time out to support the show.
If you like that clip,
then you will love the full episodes too.
find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.